Hello, all you beautiful ballad people out there. Thank you for tuning in to another episode of the Ariah Jay podcast. I'm here with my friend and co-host.
Hey everyone, it's Ariah. Welcome back to episode 13? 12? 13? 13. Episode 13.
I can't believe we've done 13 episodes in a row. This is crazy.
I know, we did 13 weeks in a row without missing even one.
That's what I'm saying. God, dude, if you're subscribed to this podcast channel, you probably hate us. You're like, bro, please, just one more upload, please. And it's just like, dude, we've been busy. You know what I mean?
We've been busy. We've been really busy. We're gonna talk about that today.
Yeah, that's exactly. We're gonna tell you exactly where we've been.
Yeah. But yeah, I'm excited to do more of these podcast episodes. It'd be nice to get kind of a little more into the rhythm of things. Weekly might be a little too much. But
we're working on it. We're starting to get into the swing of recording again, and once we record, we start
monthly or some shit.
Yeah, monthly, bi-weekly. We'll figure it out.
Yeah.
We haven't discussed it, but we will eventually. We promise. Anyhow, so the last time we recorded this was like, God, a long time ago. It's like right after I got back from Michigan, a little bit after that, which is very weird to think about.
I'm gonna have to leave my. This sucks for the podcast. I'm so sorry. I'm gonna have to leave my my fan on. I don't really have anything I can do about that.
I can't really hear it, so I think you'll be fine.
I know you can't, but the recording might. I'll work with the audio a bit and just kind of see in post and see if I can make it better.
But it's either that or you guys don't get a podcast. So
it's gonna deal with this for now. OBS is a little powerful for my computer to run without a fan being on. But
so deal with it.
Yeah, so I'm gonna have it on. So sorry about that if you do hear it.
Sucks to suck.
But yeah, we're back. It's been a minute. I think this is the first podcast episode I'm recording in this new setting. Apologize for the horrible room. If you are a fan of our main channel, we did do an update video in this area. The 3-year update video.
Very true.
And maybe the 500 subscribers one. I don't really remember.
Yeah.
When that one was, but. Yeah, so it's kind of a mess. I'm planning on cleaning soon. Spring cleaning is a thing. I just finished finals yesterday as of recording. So, it's in the near future on the to-do list to get this room sorted out. Jay, you're finishing off your sun drop.
Yeah, I've got the weirdest thing in the world. Jay with a glass of sun drop. What the hell is this? Listen, man, I was having a migraine earlier and I needed caffeine. So thanks phone for vibrating and just like interrupting me, you stupid bitch. Anyhow.
Shit.
I'm gonna turn my phone on silent. Fuck this. So anyways, I was sitting, I was gonna grab some Excedrin, which is what I usually take whenever I'm having a migraine, but then we didn't have any, so I just popped a sun drop. But before that, I was grabbing a glass of water, and I had a bunch of ice in a cup, and then I said, fuck it, and then poured the ice into there. And then the sun drop into there where the ice was, and there's no ice anymore, so now it just looks like I'm just drinking out of a glass because I want to look cool. Mason jar cup mugs are whack. Anyway.
Mason jar mugs are an aesthetic. They're pretty cool. But you
true.
guys just saw, by the way, I didn't realize it was 11, and I should have taken my meds before, my HRT pills before, but I
so that's why you did that.
While we were recording, so I just did that real quick.
Cool.
Sorry about that, guys. That was
anyways,
not intentional.
Your boy and your girl have been doing a lot in the past while.
It's true. How are we gonna start this? Where are we gonna start? When was the last time?
Where were we? It was fuck, I couldn't tell you.
Because it was like July or August. I was still you had recently gone home.
Gone home from Michigan.
From visiting Michigan.
Mm-hmm.
I was still in that same apartment though.
Yeah.
And I moved out mid-August, so it must have been somewhere around there.
Yeah.
But basically, school happened for me. I took classes again in the fall and classes in the winter. And the winter semester just ended, so I just did 2 semesters of school. Jay has not really been doing school, but has been working a lot.
Jay works a lot. It's true.
It's true. So we both kind of had a lot on our plates, and especially lately, where finals just kind of went crazy. But, we didn't really end up getting around to the podcast for that much, because we didn't really have a whole lot of time to spend together, since Jay worked a lot. And I had school a lot, so it was hard for us to, it was hard for us to stay up late and record because we both had to be up early and.
Because we were recording, but what we were recording, it was like a lot more like it wasn't able to be like the podcast kind of thing. Like we'd have to schedule little things and do them real fast and then just move on. Like we weren't able to set up all the cameras and get everything set up the way that it needed to be. Just been busy.
It was a lot.
So I mean. Yeah.
By the way, I got a haircut. Like
Ariah
very
has
recently.
bangs now.
I have bangs. My hair is much shorter. If you go to our main channel and look at the 3 years updates video, I realized as we started here that I'm wearing the same shirt. But I promise
you
I've
haven't changed. You haven't changed since then. Shit.
I promise I've changed and done a lot of laundry since then, including this shirt multiple times. So it's clean.
That makes sense.
But yeah, this is, I don't know. You can kind of compare with that video, my haircut, because that video is like recent-ish, and it was before the haircut a month ago.
Yeah.
And my hair was like 4 inches longer, and I did not have bangs. And instead of a middle part, I had like a side part. And I've got layers now too. So like this hair is a little shorter than this hair, and it's the same way in the back a bit, so it adds like a little less straightness and a little more floof, which is cool.
Hell yeah. Jay still got short hair.
I like my haircut a lot.
Jay isn't. Speaking of hair, Jay isn't a. Well, why am I talking about myself in the third person? I am in a toxic relationship with my hair. You know, like the ups and downs of a toxic relationship, where like sometimes it's really fucking good and sometimes it's really fucking bad. It's like that, but with my hair, where like every day I wake up and I don't know whether I'm gonna love it or hate it. In recording, I'm hating it right now. I'll be honest with you. But like,
I think I told him his hair's not that bad. I think his hair looks fine, but that's totally valid.
I definitely feel like I need a hair. It just looks weird to me. I don't know. I definitely want a hair. I want a haircut at some point, but unfortunately,
you also have bangs.
Money.
So
I also have bangs. That's very true. I've had bangs for a while.
Yeah. Well, it's because your hair's growing evenly kind of around, and it's at that length where it's not like in your eyes, so you don't have to like brush it away, but it's
true
over your forehead.
Very true. I always keep my hair over my forehead.
I had bangs like that before.
My forehead.
This is the first time I've had bangs.
That big a forehead.
Yeah, I know. You have a smaller forehead than me.
Small forehead.
No, I have a huge forehead. Look at my forehead. Like, look how huge my forehead is. It's big.
Yeah. I don't think that's not a big deal. I don't think it looks bad. Anyhow.
No, I just like to cover it with bangs to some degree.
Yeah,
I'm messing with my hair too much, but.
Anyhow. So let's take it back to the last time we recorded, because the best part about this podcast is we get to talk about our lives and what all goes on in them. What all has happened in our lives since then. Remember how I like came back here to like hang out with all my friends and do all types of stuff? You know,
yeah.
That didn't happen. Jay's got to a point. Why do I need to stop doing that? I sound like such like a fucking like narcissist. But Jay has been doing this and Jay has been doing that.
Yeah.
But I think it's because I don't know. I think it feels less awkward to talk about myself in the third person. Maybe that's probably what it is. It's like talking about somebody else. But anyways, so I came all the way back to help with family stuff and
for context. Last time we mentioned this, but he actually drove up to Michigan where I live. And we kind of were planning on just having him move in, and that didn't quite work out. He was a little bit stressed about it.
Had a bunch of stuff happen at home that I need to figure out, and then I came home.
Yeah,
and
so
I'm back.
But it will happen again someday, maybe though.
Yeah, whenever we get rich and famous, it's gonna be way too easy for us to like live in the same place.
Exactly.
We're gonna have a whole ass skyscraper.
Yeah.
The Ariah Jay Corp.
Oh God.
And World Ender Pastries just down the street.
Yes.
Anyhow.
Yes.
Anyhow.
It operates out of the first floor, actually, World Ender Pastries. So it's a skyscraper where the first floor is World Ender Pastries. And
can the second floor be a Starbucks?
The office building. Well, maybe the first floor should all be those consumer places, right? The places that you
fair.
know. And then above that, then we'll have like.
We can put apartments. No, we can put apartments for all our friends. Dude, we could all be roommates. Dude, that shit would be
just
sick.
Make apartments. Oh my gosh! And then we'll have like the top floors, like.
That's what I'm saying.
The top floor will be split in half, and it'll be like two like huge apartments. Like house apartments.
Half for me, half for Ariah.
Yeah.
This is gonna be sick whenever it happens. Anyhow. So
we'll have families, and we'll live as neighbors in our houses. That's like
exactly. You're gonna be Aunt Ariah. It's gonna be great.
Yeah.
So, anyways, I after all of that, all that stuff that I was planning on doing whenever I got back didn't really happen.
It's true.
I was planning on hanging out with a bunch of people and helping a bunch of people with all their stuff, but eventually it all just kind of fizzled out. And it got to a point where I don't really hang out with much anybody anymore. which is fine.
Yay.
Yeah, we're all chill. Honestly, it sounds a lot more sad than it is. I think
it was
for
rough.
me,
It was rough. Jay it was really hard for him, and it's still bothering him. I can tell based on how much he's talked about it. But he's been moving through it, and he's been.
And the way you have to think about things like that is that if they wanted to be in your life, then they would be. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because it's not like a lot of times I'll hear like it's a lack of communication, like you aren't talking to them and they aren't talking to you. It's like, no, I'm very much trying to make the moves to talk to all these people. It just, I guess, isn't working out anymore, which is fine. Honestly, I kind of gave up. You get to a point where it's just like I'm not gonna like kill myself in order to make sure that I still have a relationship with you. So. To anybody who, if any of you ever find this channel, which you probably won't, but if you do, text me, I guess, and if you really
here's
want
my
to.
phone number.
No, here's my phone number.
No, join the Discord.
420-6969. But seriously, just, if you ever want to, like, I don't know, man, that sounds so cringe. If you ever want to talk to me again, then please just go down to the Discord server and just text me, No, I don't really mean it like that. I'm just saying, the ball's in all of their court is what I'm trying to say.
That's a fair way to think about it. I like that, Like, you can't, after a certain amount of energy you put into it, you can't really just keep exerting energy on something that's just, like, they're not...
I'm telling you, I'm way too cool for all of these people. You know what I mean? I don't need that. I don't need that energy. I don't need that energy in my life. I don't need that energy in my life. Yeah, I bought these up in Indiana actually.
Nice.
Yeah, there's this picture that I posted in the Discord of like that outfit that I bought while I was up there, and this was part of it. I love these glasses.
Here's the image.
Here's the image.
Wow,
image right
cool
here. Yo, that's crazy. Look how hot Jay looks.
Yeah.
My DMs are open, ladies. No, actually, probably shouldn't be. She's probably watching this. Please don't hurt me.
Yeah, that's right.
We'll get there. We'll get there. Okay, so let's back it up. So we get to the point where everybody kind of fades out. I still text a couple people, like all the people in the lovely Discord server, that all of you should join. Image of the lovely Discord server here. You make Ariah work. I'm gonna make Ariah work here.
Theme not included because my Discord has a theme on it, I guess.
Theme not included. Yeah, that isn't that like. Oh wait, yeah. If you have Discord Nitro, that's okay. I was about to say, isn't it bad to have themes? But no.
Oh no. Yeah, it's Nitro's theme.
Because it used to be a mod. That's why I was wondering. Anyways, that's cool that they take things that were mods and they're like, we're just gonna put this into our thing now, so people stop modding our shit.
The theme I used actually is like totally the Ariah Jay theme. Like it's a default Discord theme that you can get if you have Nitro, but you can see in that picture that I posted, and I'll bring it back for this little thing. But it's our colors. It's the same kind of cyan I use, and it's the same kind of purple that Jay's uses.
I love
it's
it
that
so
like
much.
Gradient between them. It's literally our
Yeah,
our
she
color
texted me
scheme.
whenever it came out and was like, "Dude, look," and I was like, "I want Nitro."
Yeah, it's great. It's pretty cool. So if you're an Ariah Jay fan and also a Discord Nitro member, I don't know. Maybe it's a good theme to try out. I like it.
That's all we're saying.
It's a dark theme, not a light theme.
So let's think about it. What all has happened? Me and Ariah have recorded a lot. Haven't we finished series since then? We finished a couple series.
Let's look at our channel's video list real quick.
See what we've made since
Excel list
then.
we haven't tried.
Because we've been uploading a lot.
It's true. We've been getting back into the swing of things, which has been really nice.
We finished Danganronpa 2 since then.
The channel turned 3.
Because Danganronpa 2 was still running whenever we recorded the podcast last, right?
Yep. Yeah, Danganronpa 2 ran all
We finished Danganronpa 2,
through
finished Hive Swap.
February 6th.
Finished Hive Swap Act 1.
Trilby's Notes.
Trilby's Notes.
And then was the Bear Vodka Stalingrad video.
We did made the best video we've ever made.
And then we started Friends End.
Then we started Friend Sim, and we've been having guests every episode, and it's been really fucking fun. Honestly, we recorded our first solo video, like just the two of us for the first time in a while, and I it just felt like kind of like quiet to me. I don't know if it felt the same way to Ariah, but to me it was like one of those things.
It definitely felt quiet, but I'm pretty sure it wasn't. Like when I go back and edit, I'm gonna be like, yeah, this is an Ariah Jay video.
Yeah,
but it definitely felt less noisy without a guest.
Yeah, because I feel like in group sessions I can be so much more comfortable and just like run my mouth a lot more easily. Whereas whenever it's just the two of us, I'm sitting there like scrambling. Because usually whenever I have two people to bounce off of, it's perfect because then there's always someone talking. I can always like throw out something. It's the same thing whenever we were doing Delta Room, where I felt like the commentary was really good, where you can just always throw things out. But I feel like the commentary
I am excited for this solo series. That
no,
we're doing.
This solo series is amazing.
Let this. Like, yeah, this is also a thought I had, but, like, I think it not being talking all the time, but it's us, like, talking about what we're doing and then playing a game and chilling together and, like, having entertaining commentary, but, like, you know, like, not worrying too much about, like, a couple silent seconds.
It's the first time where we've done a game with that's, like, that gameplay heavy since, like, Half-Life, probably.
It's true. Yeah, I think that's a good point. Since Half-Life. Because, or I guess we did like Game Dev Tycoon and stuff after, which didn't have a whole lot of reading.
But it wasn't like the same thing, you know, where like
it was
like,
a strategy. We talked about what was going on, what we planned on doing.
Will that series have started by the time that this episode goes out, or no?
Yeah, I think so. I'm thinking of posting the first one on Monday. So yeah, it's out. So
can I say what it is?
Go for it.
So we've been playing Zelda Ocarina of Time, and I know it's crazy. Jay Wilson hasn't played Ocarina of Time since in 2023. He's 19 years old. God, that is still such a weird thing to say. Holy shit! I'm the same age that Ariah was when we first met. Now, of course, I'm not going back over this.
Oh, hold on. My headphones about to die. I just gotta switch headphones.
Gotcha. I should really have like put in my Bluetooth headphones. I feel like it's way better for this podcast setting, but it's fine. Everything's fine.
It's okay. See, I just switch headphones so that there's always one charge.
That's true. That's very smart. What sucked about my Sennheisers is that they'd only work if the right earbud was out and like on.
I get Raycons and it just works. It just works.
This feels like a callback to a video that never made it.
It's true.
It feels like a callback. I haven't had Raycons in a while. I had my Sennheisers, which broke, and now I have a pair of Beats, which I'm not like they're pretty good, you know. I mean they're enough to get by, but like I'm planning next time that I get enough money to get like status audio is the kind of headphone that I want next time.
I definitely want to save up to get like top tier, really expensive but worth it Bluetooth headphones.
Well, I've been thinking about that for like the webcam and a ring light we were talking about earlier, since my lighting isn't great. But eventually we'll get there. But anyways,
we'll get there. We will, and it's not too bad even now. Like we got the audio quality down, which is what's important. Mm-hmm. And the video's fine.
So, anyways, where were we? So we did a bunch of stuff recording wise. We did Ocarina of Time, which is really fucking cool. I'm enjoying myself a lot on that. It's the first time
we recorded 3 videos in a row when we booted up the game.
Which is the first time we've done that in literally like probably a year, maybe more.
It's been a long time.
Because we haven't been able to go back to back like that in a while. Because usually we'll record 1 or 2 and then have to go, or like hell, sometimes it's even 1 video and then have to piece.
Yeah, that was the case with Trilby's Notes. I remember. I think we recorded like the last 2 episodes in a row, but we didn't record more than 2.
But yeah, I think it was just nice to have like a gameplay, because I feel like it was able to keep my attention a lot more while I was able to like run my mouth for a while.
Yeah, I think it turned out really well. Jay is a natural at just getting into it and playing, even though he's never played before, because he is a gamer, you know, and we haven't done a lot of gaming on this channel. Just a bunch of reading. All we've done is reading. And,
I'm telling you, I've been a gamer this whole time, you know?
There's reading in the Ocarina of Time. You know, we've been reading it. There's been story. It's been cool. But there's also gameplay. I'm so excited.
Mito, the best Mito, whichever, is the best character of all time, you know?
The best character, yeah.
Best character of all time in Ocarina of Time. We even got an Ocarina so far. It's crazy.
Yeah, already got an Ocarina. It's gosh, go check it out if you guys have.
Dude, it is so.
I think it's gonna be a pretty fun series, especially.
It is so much fun. I'm so glad, dude. I hadn't been that excited for recording in a while. I had a really good time. That's why I was instantly like, Ariah, we need to set back up a schedule.
Yeah.
Because Ariah really likes working off a schedule, and I need to be more like lenient on that. But
I mean,
but also it's like it's something where we're being very open about it. Like if we can't, then we're not going to sit there and like. I feel like especially whenever we were doing the daily videos, it felt like almost like a passive aggressive thing whenever we couldn't make it. So I'm glad that we are at like a way more healthy stage here. God, it sounds like we're fucking married or right.
I mean, we might as well be at this point.
Yeah, you hear that? And fuck you.
Speaking. Oh gosh. Yeah, we're a lot healthier about it now, and it's less that I like a schedule for its own sake. I love the impulsiveness.
Yeah.
The reason I like a schedule is because then I, can plan other things around it. So I'm like, okay, so I know this is gonna happen by this time, so I can edit it this time.
Plus
especially when I've got a lot of other responsibilities like school and homework. It's very nice to like know what I'm doing to this.
Yeah.
But I like the compromise that's like, here's the day we usually record, but if we're not feeling up to it, we can delay it.
We can do it like the next day,
do it next week, or the
like
next
that.
day, or the day earlier. If hey, I'm busy that day, but the day before I can record.
Yeah, exactly. We can
just,
we can compromise a lot more. It's way more compromised than it used to be, and it makes me way more happy.
Yeah, and I think it's working. I think it's gonna work. I think it's.
Yeah, we just talked about it earlier today, so I'm excited to see what happens. Because we're already 3 videos ahead on that, which is really cool.
I mean, we kind of have been scheduling the Friendsim videos, like...
That's also true, yeah, because like a week in advance, I'll get like a text from Ariah that's like, this is when the guest is open.
Yep.
And then when the guest is open, then we go and we record a video,
Yep, exactly.
It's very weird scheduling around 3 people. It's not that bad. Honestly, we haven't been having that hard a time like I was expecting us to.
Yeah. It's been... Like, we definitely couldn't record any faster than we have been. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, but
we managed to be able to keep up with the weekly schedule, right? But
aren't we like 2 videos ahead at this point or something like that?
Yes, we are 2 videos ahead, but we've been 2 videos ahead since the start.
We've
kept up with it.
It's true.
I've tried to get that buffer in there so that we're not screwed if we don't record one week. But we've been
as
recording
usual.
about
I still haven't. It's one of those things where I'm sitting here like with my head spinning every time that we hop in a call because I don't get told who the fucking guests are before every video. So then I'm just like, who the fuck is going to be here? Because I have a different dynamic with like every single person.
Yeah.
It's so funny. I honestly love that amount of like just getting jump scared with whoever it is.
It's pretty cool because I think it's a great series. It's been a great series so far. Every episode of it has been really entertaining, and every episode of it's been really good. So I think, and I credit that to having such a variety of guests, and
it's true.
I think it's really cool.
I think it's really great. It's really cool. So that's we're definitely excited for what we're doing. I've been working on a lot of solo stuff. Ariah has a stream coming up, which is really cool.
Oh yeah, hold on. When is this going to be posted? Because I'm going to post Ocarina of Time on the 8th. So if this video, what do you think is a good day for the podcast to go up? If we're doing Monday, Ocarina of Time.
When does Tears of the Kingdom come out so that this comes out before your stream?
Good point. May 12th. Let's say this goes up.
Maybe you could do what time does the game actually come out? Does it come out like midnight that night or what?
Yeah, but I do have to go to GameStop, so I'm not entirely sure when the stream will be.
Maybe we post this what day of the week is the 12th?
Friday.
Okay, so we could probably hit it like that Wednesday, right? Does that work?
Yeah. So if we do it Wednesday, here's the thing, right? This podcast is released a week early over on Buy Me a Coffee.
Very true.
So I would want to get it up a week before, and it is possible that I can throw it up by Wednesday, honestly, by tomorrow, onto the Buy Me a Coffee.
But if you don't want to, we can. No. What we could do?
That would
is
leak the Ocarina of Time thing, but also that might be like fine for like Buy Me a Coffee members who watch it, which is going to be nobody.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, AA doesn't watch this shit. I think we could. What could we do? I think. I just want it to come out like in time for people to like see about your stream and stuff.
Yeah.
I want to make sure that you have plenty of exposure about it.
Yeah. So it's 11:27. God, I have that screens thing that I set for myself that I want to stick to.
Well then we aren't gonna say a time. How about we just say like
it'll go up Thursday.
Well yeah, okay, cool.
We'll do that. We'll just say it's okay. It's the same day as the High Swap Friendsim episode. but it's on a different channel, so it's not a huge deal. We'll throw the podcast up on Thursday. So this Thursday, it'll go up and buy me a coffee, and next Thursday it'll pop out. And then we'll find a different day for the podcasts if we end up setting a schedule for them, like if we do monthly or whatever.
Yeah, I just want to make sure you get like as much like of like everybody being there for you and your stream.
I appreciate it. I am gonna probably make a community post about it too.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. Just making sure. I like to. I like to make sure that you do. I've been wanting to make sure that you get all the exposure that you can, especially since like fucking UO. So, fucking rating your stream. God, way back in my day, I was running an animation channel.
It's true.
So.
Yeah, thank you. So this will go up on YouTube May 11th then. So tomorrow, if you're watching this when it comes out, or if you're listening to it when it comes out on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, whatever, then tomorrow, May 12th, is when Tears of the Kingdom, the new Zelda game, drops. And I have already pre-ordered, already paid for it. So I'm just going to go drive up to GameStop when they open, pick it up, come home, figure out the stream stuff. Then we actually find out when GameStop opens, so I can actually just plan this live. GameStop near me opens 10 a.m. So, yeah, 10 a.m. So 10 a.m. I'll be at GameStop waiting for them to open. Go ahead and pick up my copy, come home. Let's say I'll stream at 12. So 12 noon Eastern time on Friday, tomorrow, our normal upload time in Ariah Jay, I will begin my first playthrough of Tears of the Kingdom. I will not be streaming the whole game, but I want to stream at least the beginning of it, check it out, you know. So if you're interested in that, come check it out. Twitch.tv/AriahKS. Or I also will have a link to it in a community post on our main channel.
And if you're in the Discord, then there'll be a post about it there too.
I think it's going to be cool. You know, I don't really want to stream the whole game because I really am excited to just have my own, like, I'm going to lay here and just play this game and just be invested in it and nothing else, like, moments with it. But I do want to record my initial thoughts and my initial look at the game.
Yeah, and I'm really excited for that. Unfortunately, I'm probably not going to watch it because I don't know much of anything about Zelda. It's not like a thing where, I hate Ariah, but I'm just really not like into Zelda yet. And I also want to maybe after
more Breath
playing
of the Wild first before watching Tears of the Kingdom, especially.
Definitely.
It would be one thing. It would be one thing if it was like not a sequel, not a direct sequel, and it was like just a new Zelda game.
Yeah.
But because it's a direct sequel and Jay has like not really played Breath of the Wild, I think you should stay away from it.
Yeah, I agree. I'm trying to stay away. All I know is Matt Mercer has a very hot voice.
Matt Mercer is definitely a voice actor who's playing a character in Tears of the Kingdom.
He's
very
definitely
excited.
playing a character. Dude, you have no idea. I don't know what it is about his voice, but that man...
Oh, yeah. That man is... Yeah, like, everything about that character I'm so excited about. Like, I love that man.
Dude, there's certain, like, celebrities and stuff where, like, I sound so gay when I talk about them. Dude, it's like people like that, Andrew Garfield, you know, just the worst.
I don't sound gay when I talk about them.
Oh, no shit, Sherlock. Yeah, but you sounding straight is like me sounding gay, you know what I mean?
I don't know. I can be bi.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, that's a lot less weird than it is for me. As someone in the Discord would say, I'm queer baiting. Go to hell. So anyways, thinking about everything that's gone on, I'm working on some solo stuff. Probably hasn't gone up yet, but I'm working on it. I finally got my hands on an editing program, and I didn't have Wi-Fi for a couple days earlier this week. So, you know, by we, I mean I'm working around it. Figuring it out. It's really cool, and I know I've probably said multiple times, I'm working on solo stuff, but I'm like actually like putting in the work this time.
It actually is.
It's true, because I've been talking to Ariah about it. It's been sick.
Yeah, it's true. If you guys are subscribed to our main channel, we'll definitely put a community post up there when Jay's got like his first video dropping and is like, here's my channel, guys.
Hey guys, look, if you just like me and not Ariah, go right here.
Yeah,
so
I want to do some
anyways.
solo stuff too eventually. I started some programming stuff, but I do want to diversify from that a little bit because I want to like have kind of like a cool little thing on my own.
I was about to say, I feel like you need something with more personality.
Yeah.
And by more personality, I mean more of your personality in it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I agree. That's kind of how I'm feeling. I still, like, that series is also very hard to do, so I feel like I want to continue it, but I also want to, like, not put as much pressure on it as being, like, the focus of that channel.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
But anyways, it's like, so we've been working on a lot of stuff. Trust me, you guys will be eating plenty soon. We aren't Frank Ocean. We're not just gonna like dip out of your lives for the next like 6 years. Sorry, that's a reference Raya probably doesn't
At least
get.
not without telling you.
No, yeah, definitely not. We definitely be like, hey guys, by the way, it's not like one of those things where it's like, yeah, we're gonna drop like some of our best content, and everyone's gonna be like, yes, more, and then we just fade out into existence, you know?
Yeah.
Frank Ocean is like the worst person for that. His music's amazing, but the last time he dropped an album was in like 2016, and it's like 2023.
Watsky took a while to drop his third album too. I was like waiting for him, like, you know, the first album came out, and the second album came out a year later, and then like 4 years later, you finally got.
Yeah, I remember whenever we first met, we talked so much about Watsky. Watsky's new album slaps, by the way.
Yeah, I still thank you for I brought it up, but like I still haven't found time to listen to all of it, but I've enjoyed some of the songs that I've listened to so far.
It definitely is it's definitely
Watsky is a hit or miss artist for me. In terms of, I love some of his songs, and some of his songs are like, yeah, they're fine, but like they're not my favorite. They're not my my choice.
Yeah, for sure.
But I already like the second song on the album was the first one I wasn't a huge fan of. The second one I liked. I think that's what it was. It might be the opposite. But,
yeah.
And then I didn't want to listen to it anymore.
Yeah, well, I'm sure there's gonna be some more tracks that you like. I am a sucker for Watsky. His wordplay, him as a rapper, it's good shit. It's always
talking
good
about
shit.
an album that don't miss 10,000 Gex. That shit was fire.
That shit was
all the
nice.
way through.
That shit was nice. Me and Ariah, I liked it more than Ariah did, but you know.
Okay, well, it's not. I don't think it's that you liked it more than me. I just think I liked 1,000 Gex more than you did.
That's what it is. Yeah, that's
I think
better.
I just liked the 1,000 Gex album more.
10,000 Gex went hard though.
10,000 Gex is fucking great. I still like. I listen to 10,000 Gex more than 1,000 Gex because it's newer and it's like I know them a little less, and so I have come around to Billy Knows Jamie. I didn't hate the song. I just was like, but now I'm like bopping and vibing, listening to it and singing along. You know, so it took me a second.
It took you a minute.
But it's.
I said that from the fucking get-go.
Dude. $1 Million is probably my least favorite song, just because there's not any interesting lyrics I can sing along to.
Yeah, it's not really that interesting. That album really goes hard though. That album is a vibe. I was watching an interview with them recently, and I just think that they're really interesting.
I love that every time that they do an interview, Laura Les always tells a different story about how they came up with the name 100 Gex.
It's so good. It's so fucking good.
Yeah.
I love it so much. It's like 21 Pilots where they gaslight everybody about everything. It's so funny. I love it. Dude, whenever I'm an artist, I totally want to do dumb shit like that. Like, yeah, so my first album, this is how I wrote it, and then the next time that they ask, tell a completely different story.
Yeah. I mean, it's like, there's a lot of questions like that, like, I feel like people who, like, get interviewed a lot, like, get asked frequently. Because I feel like people who get interviewed a lot probably get asked a lot of the same questions.
I'm
so
sure
I feel
they
like
get
the
bored,
only way
so
to
they
make
can
that not boring for you is to, like, tell a different story every time.
No, be truthful like one of the times, but never tell anyone which time.
Yeah, and it's not the first time, right? It'll just be one of the times.
Just mix it in the interviews, and eventually, like maybe 20 years later, be like, oh yeah, by the way, this was the one.
Make an ARG
that was right.
to figure out which one was right.
God, fucking ARGs are crazy.
Yeah.
Ariah's been reading a lot lately, which is interesting.
I have been reading a lot lately. Yeah, I'll talk about that. So, books. I actually put them over here. So, blah, blah, blah. I don't read a whole lot. And I don't know. Reading is mildly difficult for me.
Wait, have we talked about the aphantasia thing on the podcast yet?
No, I don't think so, which is why I wanted to kind of get into that.
I was about to say the same thing. That seems like something that's huge that we need to talk about.
So your girl, right? I found out something kind of interesting about myself recently. And that is the fact that I have aphantasia. So for those of you who aren't aware, aphantasia is this kind of condition, I suppose. I don't know. It's not like curable or anything. It's just like a thing, a neurodivergency.
We're looking for a cure as we speak. Maybe more weed.
I can't visualize. I don't have internal images in my brain at all at any point, other than dreams. I do dream, but I'll get into that. So while I hear most people can visualize and see images, well, see in quotes, images of past events or of people's faces they know in their life, or things like that. They can visualize. Some people's visualization is stronger than others. It's kind of a sliding scale. I see people talk about it on the subjective scale of 0 to 10, where 0 is nothing and 10 is as real as reality. And most people fall around a 4 to a 6. I'm at a 0 though. I do not have any of that visualization in my head. I am solidly seeing the real world all the time, and that is it.
As usual, me and Ariah are like the complete opposite. I'm more like a 7 or 8.
N is as well.
I can definitely do, especially like on like, I don't know, especially whenever I'm just laying there and staring at the ceiling. I'm just like imagining huge like scenes in front of me. It's crazy. Anyway.
That's crazy. That is so interesting. Yeah, and like most of my friends, especially the ones that are really into books, say that when they read books, they see images in their head. And that's the fun of reading or listening to audiobooks, is being able to create that kind of movie, for a better term, in your head.
Definitely.
For lack of a better term. And that's just never been something that I've been able to do. So I suspect that's probably like a contributing factor to why I never really got too much into reading. But I did really like this series as a kid. Rick Riordan's...
Dude, you're joking. Dude, you're joking. That was not planned. That was not fucking planned, bro.
Nope. Oh, gosh.
That was not planned. Holy shit.
Wow. Okay. The internet just kind of crapped itself for a second there.
I saw
but we're
it.
good.
Dude, that was not planned.
That's not planned at all. I did not tell Jane I was pulling this
my
out.
mom,
So
this
cool.
was actually in the back of my car. I was like, Mom, that's one of my favorite books. I was like, what is that doing back there? And she's like, I'm sure I picked it up at the thrift store. And it's been sitting on my piano right here
Oh my
for the
gosh.
past while. And that's really fucking funny, bro.
Yeah.
That's really fucking funny.
I haven't started reading this again because I read this like a decade ago, like when I was younger, and I read like all 5 of the original of the books in the original Percy Jackson series.
For sure.
And I adored them, and I started reading the Heroes of Olympus series and got a couple books in, but I never ended up finishing that one.
They go hard for sure.
And Rick Riordan is writing a 6th one in this series.
Which is terrifying.
That'll be out this year, so that's interesting.
The Disney Plus show is going to come out at some point.
It's true, the Disney Plus show is also coming out sometime at the end of this year. I'd like to reread them, but what I'm doing actually is I'm reading this with my partner. We're reading it together.
That's so sick.
When we have time. I haven't actually started this one yet, but it's something that we're going to do soon, kind of in anticipation for the show.
I can't
my partner
get over
has read
how
this book
funny
before,
that is.
and the second book as well when they were younger, but they do not remember. I mean, they remember the first book well. I think they said better than I do because it's been a decade. My memory is shit.
That is so funny. It's still so funny to me that I just had this sitting here at the same time.
Yeah,
that's crazy.
That's awesome. So this is something I've been reading with my partner, and also another thing that I've been reading with my partner is.
Oh, have you guys both been reading that? That's cool. I didn't know that.
So we've been reading together, and then I've been reading. They haven't done a whole lot of reading on their own.
Got it.
But we also started this book, Douglas Adams' The Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy.
Yeah, you were talking about that earlier.
It's a very short book. It's this long, and the text is pretty big on the pages. So I'd recommend it. It's short. It's not that long of a read, and it's very good. This is the 42nd anniversary edition. Actually, this is the series that 42 being the answer to Life, the Universe, and Everything came from. But I'm excited too. I was a fan of the movie as a kid growing up, and I hadn't actually read the books. And so I've been excited to get into that with my partner. So I've got the whole box set here of the 5 books. There's a 6th book, kind of, that was written by a different author posthumously with like permission and stuff from from Douglas Adams' family and people. Neil Gaiman has said an astonishing comic writer. Neil Gaiman and him were friends, and I certainly, So that's kind of cool. I like.
I always think about the Graveyard Book whenever I think about Neil Gaiman.
That makes sense. The thing I know him most for about is Good Omens with Terry Pratchett.
I still need to watch that.
Yeah, great book, great show. Check it out. And then, finally, the thing that I've been reading on my own, and
I was
recently,
about to say
as
the
of
one
yesterday,
that we've been talking about a lot. Yeah.
And as of yesterday, I started reading it. I started reading it to my partner, right? Because I'm almost done with the first book. But I was like, okay, I really want to read this book too. It's so good. So I read like the first few chapters of my partner last night. But it is The Mysterious Benedict Society.
There it is, yeah.
There's the whole series.
That's sick.
I fucking love the series to death. My friend told me about it relatively recently and got me into it by giving me a specific selective spoiler and being like, because with permission, and then I was like, holy shit, wait, that's amazing. And then they started telling me more, and then I was like, oh shit, I just gotta buy these books and start reading it. So I did. I bought the box set. This actually came today in the mail, which I'll get to in a second.
Hell yeah.
But the first book I have been reading, The Mysterious Benedict Society, highly recommend this. It is an incredible book. I've been enjoying it immensely all the way through. It has an incredible writing style. I think the characters are really well done. I really like their dynamics with each other. There's a lot of puzzles and a lot of really interesting, they try to figure things out as they go. And it's like a kind of dire situation with a somewhat happy and friendly and familial vibe. The book is largely about found family. And I quite like it. I think it is an incredible book, and I have been obsessed with it lately. I've not been able to shut up about it. I don't know a lot of people who've read it, so I've got like one person that I can rant to about it and then just like vague post about it in Discord.
It's true.
But it's a great book. I'm this far through the first one. I have a little card to mark as a bookmark there.
Hell yeah.
And I've been thoroughly enjoying this. This is an incredible book, and I'm so excited. I'm going to read more tonight. I'm very excited for that when we're done recording and rolling around. I'm going to chill with my book, maybe make some chamomile tea or something. Sweeten it.
That sounds like a vibe for sure.
Oh my gosh, I've been loving reading lately. I've been loving curling up and just reading this book, and I've got 4 more after it that I know I'm gonna love because my friend has read more than me in the series. My friend's read the second book and half of the third book and like half of this book as well. This is actually a prequel book. So they still have a little bit left of the series too. So technically, the last book could be shit, but like, I don't know. If most of it, like, I think the last book's gonna be great. So I think the series is gonna be pretty good through and through. I'm very excited about it. So
lately, all I've really read has been manga, because it's just fair. Because I read a lot of I'm not even that far in One Piece. I'm only 150 chapters out of like 1,000 something. Which has been really interesting. I've read a few manga. Other than that, I've watched a lot of anime since the last time we recorded. Just a lot of stuff. Keeping up with that sort of thing. Not really anything big. Yeah. Chainsaw Man goes hard. I'm sure everyone already knows that. I've already told Ariah that I love it, but Ariah probably wouldn't like it as much as I like it.
I want to watch more anime. I want to read more manga. I don't know.
Yeah, trust me.
I'm not in the swing of things, and I don't know. Maybe I'll get back to the point where I want to watch a bunch of anime, but
yeah, it's all about personal
I've been watching
preference.
Young Sheldon. Young Sheldon's been what I've been watching lately, and
I was already watching that,
I know. But that show's so good. I watched the first episode recently. I think probably like almost nearly a month ago now, but a little less than I think. I watched the first episode because my friend was like, "Hey, hot take: Young Sheldon's actually good, even though Big Bang Theory is silly or whatever."
No,
I never saw the Big Bang Theory. Well, yeah, someone in the Discord.
Yeah, that's true.
Who I consider a friend. So I ended up watching the first episode, and I'm like, sure, yeah, I don't know anything about the Big Bang Theory, but like, I'll give it a go. Because she's like, yeah, it's not required watching material.
No, it's not. It's definitely something you can watch and understand.
And then I binged the first season in a couple days. And I haven't started the second season yet, but I want to. I've just been so busy with finals, but I'm gonna finally be able to again soon.
That show goes really hard.
I fucking love it. All the characters are great. I think the 9-year-old boy plays the boy. I don't actually know if he was 9, but the boy who plays young Sheldon is really cute, and he does a great job at it. And like his family is cool because they all are flawed humans who are humans and have their moments, and like Meemaw is great, the best character in the show, and like I don't know, I've been enjoying it. I've been getting a lot of laughter and fun out of it, and it's been kind of what I've needed lately, like kind of just like a comedy show that is, you know, also has heart, you know, and I feel like that's what Young Sheldon is.
For sure.
Comedy show that has heart.
That show is really good. I've watched a lot of shows outside of anime too. I'm a big fan of just media in general. I don't know. I like opening my horizons, taking in a lot of things. Same thing with like all types of music that I listen to and stuff. It's never the same. I try to not keep it the same for too long. I don't know. It's really interesting to me to take in so many things. We need to do more 3x3s at some point.
Yeah, for sure.
Like,
I'd love to. It'd be fun. We did one for books. No, we did one for music, and that's it, right? Just music?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, then we could do more. We could do one for books. That could be an interesting one.
That might be a little hard since I don't read much, so that might be like a later on thing when I like.
Yeah, way later whenever you. Or we could do like one for like TV shows in general.
One for TV shows, movies, anything like that. Anime could be one to do eventually.
Anime, yeah. You know, we'll figure it out.
Yeah.
But
when we get more to a weekly thing, like I feel like the thing is when our podcast episodes are so sparse, I feel like it's like, well, we're going to talk about our lives, like, you know.
Yeah,
but once we get into more of like a monthly thing or more of
because
like
we're starting to get more consistent with our scheduling, so I don't see that.
We'll have more of an ability to just like do an episode like a 3x3.
I'm just spitballing. I'm not being serious about anything right now.
Exactly.
But what else is there? There are so many things. What else is there that's happened that's been big? Because it is hard for me to like put my finger on things.
For me, it's mostly just been school. I've been doing a lot of schoolwork.
Hanging out with my lover without me.
Yeah, true. I don't know if there's anything big necessarily that I feel like has happened to me at least, other than being done with class finally. I've got one more class I got to take before I get my associate's degree, my 2-year degree.
Good shit.
That is, I'm gonna take that this fall. It's an English class. It's a general ed class. I failed it like twice, so I need to really focus on it, which is why I'm taking it alone. But when I finish that, I should be able to get my degree, which is exciting.
That is really exciting.
Hopefully, support myself a little better, and
yeah, for sure,
that'll be kind of nice. That's really all that awesome. I can think of, other than the reading thing that's happened. Really, that's cool.
And we talked about the aphantasia thing, huh?
Yeah, we talked about the aphantasia thing. So it's your trip. Your trip is the big thing that we got to talk about.
Oh yeah, because I went on a trip recently.
You know, it's been a minute. It's been almost a month, but you know, like
almost a month. But you know, that's still recent.
That's still recent. Yeah.
April only just ended.
It's true.
Okay, so is there anything else in my life? Ariah, you've been around. Is there anything else in my life that I'm missing before I get into that?
The other girl, theoretically, you could like vaguely mention that, but you don't have to.
Sure.
Because that is kind of like context for going into the trip, right?
I haven't even told this girl about the other girl.
Oh gosh.
Okay, cool. Fuck it. Here's what happened. Right? Hey. I gotta defend myself here. Listen. I know this sounds bad. But recently, and by recently I mean like a month or two ago.
Before the trip.
Way before the trip. So, anyways, I was there was this other friend of mine who exists, and I went and hung out with her, and we talked for a while, and I thought she was really cool. But then she kind of did the thing that a lot of other people do in my life, and then just stopped responding to my messages, and I was like, wow.
And it was really frustrating because Jay was talking to me about some of it, and Jay was excited because it was like, this person is someone who like didn't really like, who like was in the area and didn't have a whole lot going on, and Jay was like, oh my gosh, this is nice. I'm also in the area. I don't have much going on. We get to hang out. Everyone else is too busy, right?
But then, of course, it just all faded out.
Yeah, and from what I can tell, she seemed pretty excited about it. It didn't seem like she was giving any hints about just like dropping off the face of the planet.
Yeah, and then just kind of dipped out of my life. Like unfortunately, more people than not do anymore. Anyhow.
Yeah. That was a friendship that was being cultivated a little bit.
It was a friendship. Okay. Current girl. That friendship
Yes,
Friendship.
yes.
Friendship. Please don't hurt me. I don't want to die.
Hey, this was also before the trip. Like
This was also before the trip.
This is like she doesn't get a say in this anyway. This is before that.
I just don't want to die, you know, because anytime you talk about anybody else in front of somebody else, then death, you know.
I remember. Can I say a line that I remember you telling me, and that we can cut out if you don't like it in the podcast?
Sure.
Okay. But like the thing that I remember about this person is that she smoked weed, and that when you said you didn't, she's like, something like that'll change, or we'll see, or like something along that lines, implying that she was like, we'll see how long it lasts, you know.
Like we were gonna hang out a lot, and I was gonna eventually break.
But it did imply that, right? I thought that was a funny line.
Because everything seemed like it was gonna imply
playful,
that we were.
But like it implied that she was like.
It implied because like, and even right before that, we went out to dinner, and I paid for dinner because I just felt like it, and I was just like, well, we're gonna hang out a bunch after this, right? So like you catch it next time. And she was like, yeah, for sure. And then, you know.
Rip.
So here's...
What if she didn't respond to you only because she did not want to pay for dinner?
We all know
She's like,
how it
shit,
is.
I agreed to that. I gotta ghost him now.
She's like, oh no, of course. There's no, of course, that's exactly what happened. Okay, so anyways... Now that the audience has seen something, they already know something's up because I said talking about current girl.
Yeah.
So, I went on a trip.
Yep.
The context of this trip is that one day I was at work, right, and I was sitting there cleaning away because I clean houses for a living, and I get a voice message, and it's like, "Hey, here in a couple weeks, do you want to like go to Indiana?" And I was just like, "Huh?" You know, like it's like one of those things where you're sitting there and you're really confused because like it just comes out of nowhere. Usually you have more like setup than that because like me and Ariah and a bunch of people have been setting up a trip and we've had like 6 months in advance. However, that trip was like, you know what I mean? Instantaneously, like, all right, I guess I'm leaving. So here's what happened. I literally I texted her earlier and I was like, I think we're going to talk about the trip on the podcast. And I was like, what should I talk about? And she's like, whatever you want, which sounds like a trap. You know, it sounds like I'm going to get in trouble, which I probably won't, probably. Anyways.
I think you'll be fine.
I'll be fine. Everything's going to be fine.
Also, if you are watching this, hi, Jay's told me a little bit about you. Yeah.
Yeah, I've talked about you a little. Only a little bit, you know. You've
talked about her, like, when we first started playing Danganronpa.
Yeah, that's true.
Because this
for all past podcast listeners, we've talked about this girl before. The current girl is the girl that I went to go and try and see, but she got in a car crash.
Yeah, that's right. We did talk about that in a podcast because that was because we talked about Mitra there. Like, yeah, that's the girl who like originally tried to get Jay into Danganronpa,
and unfortunately that happened. But and also the one of the other people that was on this trip was wait. Yeah, okay, good. Sorry, I like looked down and my mic wasn't running, I thought, but it is, so we're fine. Sorry, I had like a stroke. So what happened is that the other person was the person who was driving whenever they crashed. Like one of the so both of them were people who tried to meet up with me and it not worked out. And the other guy was like this guy is like a brother to me. Anyhow, so here's the thing. I hop in the car and we just drive, you know. It's like an 8-hour drive-ish out to Indiana from where I live. You know, it was really fun. We went and saw a bunch of stuff. We like stopped at a few like couple road signs, took pictures whenever we passed through certain places. Nice. Saw one of the prettiest skies I've ever seen. It was terrifying also on the way because on the way we got caught up in like huge like rainstorm. It was terrifying. We had a bunch of like tornado warnings. We were all terrified for our lives.
Damn.
You know, I didn't tell Ariah about that part. I didn't tell much anybody that part. But
I didn't hear that part.
It was slightly terrifying, and I had to like. I was just sitting there trying to calm everybody down. I was texting one person. I was telling another person to like chill out and like to not talk because it was better for everybody to just be silent for a minute. You know, just trying to calm everybody down. Dude, everybody else on that trip is, well, other than the one person was like really fucking paranoid and like freaked out about certain things, because we looked it up, and Indianapolis is like one of the most, like, the top 10 cities in America for crime, and they were afraid we were going to get jumped, which I didn't think was going to be the case. But, you know, so, oh my god, I got my hand on my hip, fuck that. So here's the thing. We made it to the place, and we walked around. Dude, that place was sick. We got so many cool pictures of like it was like in the middle of the night too, so it was really cool to just run around, take a bunch of cool pictures, all types of stuff that I still haven't shown Ariah yet. Ariah, I still need to show you these pictures. Maybe if there's a couple of cool ones, whenever I show them to you, you can throw them in. But we'll figure it out. And anyways, yeah, we saw a bunch of cool things. But then at that night of the first night, you know, for context, before this trip, the girl that I'm talking about had told me she had feelings for me, and I said, probably not smart right now. However, then
and you guys might have an inkling towards why, if you were a podcast listener who's been with us for a while, because we've talked about some of Jay's hardships.
I got trauma
in the past.
This is one of the first times in like forever I'm talking about a girl and it not being a bad thing. Yeah. So, anyways, we go and that night I was supposed to share the bed with my buddy, but I didn't, and I went because like. I like had an inkling that she needed to talk about stuff, so I went out into the living room of the place and we laid on the couch and talked for, a few hours. It was sick. I like laid in her lap because I was having a migraine. She like ran her hand through my hair. It made me feel really nice. Makes you feel special whenever people take care of you like that, you know. You know, she like kissed me on the forehead a couple times. You know, it felt nice. Then, you know, apparently according to her, I talk in my sleep, which is really funny. I didn't realize that I did, but apparently, like, after I'd passed out, my mouth just kept running, which is really fucking funny.
It's quite in character.
It's really, I'm definitely the type. It does not surprise me at all that, like...
Something's on your brain even when you're not...
Knowing me, I'm just the type that literally there's so much going on in my head that I still have to run my mouth. Maybe I could start, like, dude, sleep streams are gonna go crazy.
Oh my gosh, sleep stream.
Bro, imagine.
Jay's gonna pioneer a new genre of sleep stream, which is sleep stream with commentary.
Sleep stream where Jay just runs his fucking mouth still.
Oh, God.
Because I didn't know it, but apparently, like, she woke up multiple times throughout the night and I was still running my fucking mouth.
Oh, no.
And she thought I was still awake and just, like, trying to talk to her and just failing miserably. But no, I passed out hours ago.
That's really funny.
And my buddy, who was like all the way down the hall with his door open, could hear it and was just like, I wonder what they're talking about. But you know, I woke up the next morning and we did a bunch of stuff that day. We went to the biggest children's museum in all of the U.S., which is in Indianapolis, because the reason we were there was the Minecraft exhibit. They had a whole ass Minecraft exhibit that was there.
That's pretty cool.
It was pretty fucking cool. We got to see all types of things. Dude, you see like how tall an Enderman actually is? Like how tall it is? It's terrifying.
Yeah, because a block is about a meter.
Dude, a block literally...
Like
no, let me stand.
Tall.
A block was like up to here.
Yeah, that's a meter.
Shit. It's like, dude,
Jay, if you stood a meter stick straight up, that's how tall a meter stick is.
But dude, literally, it's like here, right? But then like it's terrifying because you realize Steve can jump that. Steve's got.
Steve is 2 meters
shorter
tall.
than me. Wait, he is? Wait,
he's 2 blocks tall.
He's 2 blocks tall. Yeah, he is 2 blocks tall. You're right. Holy shit. Anyhow, continuing. You're right. No, you're 100% right.
Confirmed by Microsoft, he's 6'2".
Jesus Christ, Mance is just built different. Anyhow, you know, saw that. We went to this huge ass mall because the mall around where I live is just so small, but the one out there was crazy. We went and saw like all types of stuff, as you were saying.
2 meters is 6.56 feet. But Steve is a little shorter than 2 blocks, but is around 2 blocks high. Can fit under 2 blocks.
For sure. We
6'2".
What else did we do? We saw like we saw some of the most interesting things out there. It was really cool. I had a really good time. We went to this place where I got that outfit that I was talking about earlier. she actually bought that for me because she was like like sitting there like, dude, my love language is like for me to like give people things. So if you don't like let me buy you something, I'm going to die. And I went shit because, and I was like, dude, come on. I was like, because I'm really not the type to let people buy me things. I mean, hell, my birthday was recently, and literally people sent me things, and like they sent me like Steam gifts or whatever, and I was just like refuse, and I was just like,
yeah,
you know.
I want to be able to get you something though, because you deserve it.
Nah, I
it's
think
not
I'm
gonna
fine.
hurt me.
It's fine. Anyhow,
I don't know. Jay won't let me buy him anything for his birthday, and I'm sad.
I know. I'm sure.
I can't believe he is doing that and making me sad, and knowing that he's making me sad, and he continues doing it.
You know, that's exactly what the girl did. That's exactly what she did whenever because what happened was that her and the other girl were in the changing room, and while they were in the changing room, while I was bored, I was like with my buddy, and I was like, how about I just like pick out an outfit just for fun. And I just went and like picked out that outfit, and I was like, dude, this looks so fucking badass. And then I put it like as soon as I started walking out, I realized that she was probably gonna try to buy it, so I just put out everything away. And while we were walking away, I was thinking about it, and like I was talking out loud because I think out loud, and I was like, damn, I should have bought that. And she was like, what? She like, bought what? And she's like, you know, that outfit. And I was like, yeah. And then I started walking back, and me and my buddy got back inside, and I thought she followed us, but she didn't. She was like, oh, I thought you were gonna buy that. And then I was like, and then like as soon as my buddy texted the group chat and was like, he would let you buy that, she literally just ran back into the store.
Nice.
It was so funny because then we bought that. We all had like really cool outfits that night. Then we went to another thrift store. I bought my buddy a really nice outfit for him. Got her. She had like this really cute dress that she was wearing. Everybody was just doing great.
That's
dude.
Awesome. Oh
Dude,
yeah, it's also worth noting because we're talking about the trip now, but Jay was really nervous about the trip leading up to it.
Mm-hmm. Terrified.
Jay was kind of concerned about it, and talked to me a lot, and I was like, he was thinking about like canceling and being like, I don't know how to go.
I was very nervous, but as soon as like I just like we started going, like even at like the very beginning of the trip, I was still kind of nervous, like kind of shaky, you know. And everyone's like, dude, you look high. And I'm like, no, I'm not. I just like only got like 2 hours of sleep last night.
Same thing. Sleep deprivation is a drug.
Sleep deprivation is a drug. It's true. I've only killed like 2 of my brain cells, I swear. But anyways, but then, you know, I just gained an amount of comfortability, and then, you know, especially after the first night, I was just chill.
That makes sense.
Like,
yeah.
Like, especially after, like, sleeping in the same places there and just vibing, I was just like, damn, this is nice. But, you know, we did a bunch of things. We saw that stuff. What else did we do? We did all types. We ate breakfast at this really cool place where the waitress was really nice to us. All the waitresses and waiters that we had were so nice to us throughout the whole trip. It made me really happy. I love like wait staff who are really nice like that. It always makes everything better. And I always try to say thank you as like more times than I probably should. To like I literally like after they literally do anything, even if they're like, "Are you guys doing okay?" I'm like, "No, thank you so much though." It's just the type I am, especially after being like working in restaurants and stuff. I understand for sure.
Yeah, service work is hard. Service work's hard work, and I don't know. I hate when people are mean or rude to the service workers.
It pisses me off, dude. Whenever I see shit like that, it drives me up the wall.
When they're nice enough to be nice to me, I'm gonna be nice to them, and you know, I'm not gonna even be. Even if they're rude to me, I'm not going to be rude to them. Like,
dude, exactly.
If they're rude to me, it means they're having a bad day, you know. And I don't blame them. I've been there, you know. I don't know.
But you know, it was a really cool day. We did all sorts of stuff, and at the end of the day, like 3 of us, me, my buddy, and her, like took off in the car, and we went to Walmart to like buy some pizzas to heat up there or whatever. Nice. And it was great. I had like such a good time just like riding around because like we like all put on those like really nice outfits and just went to Walmart because we were planning on going somewhere, but the other person who was with us had a migraine and wasn't able to really like function, so they just pretty much tossed us the keys and were like, go ahead. And I was like, sweet. Nice. You know, got to drive for a while, listen to music, and driving out there was really nice. It was nice to drive. I hadn't driven in a while. So anyways, we after all that, we all get done and we're all just like chilling at the house, or like it wasn't even a house, it was like one of those apartments. like like those really old apartments with like the wooden floors down the middle, and like it's like it looks like it's like a scene in a movie almost. It's really cool. Anyways,
So what? So what is this place? Is this place like a relative of your friends, or?
Huh?
Well, what is this place? Is it like?
It was like it was like an Airbnb that we like
Airbnb.
rented
I got
thing,
you.
like that
Okay,
kind of
cool.
thing.
That makes sense.
But anyways, we went into the apartment and we were chilling in there. And after I made everybody's food and everything, we were all just sitting there in the living room. And then I was just like, I'm going to bed. And then me and her went into the room and we laid there. And I was just still running my mouth and stuff. And then like, you ever get the urge to do something, even though it might not be the smartest idea, but you just have the urge, and how usually you like bury that. No, I always like voice things even whenever like it's a bad idea. So like I was staring at the ceiling while we were sitting there talking. I was like, I shouldn't kiss you right now. And like talking about her, and she like looks over at me and she's like, huh? And I was just like, it's probably not the best idea because I didn't want to like give mixed signals or anything. But it was like, you sit there and for some reason I kept running my mouth. And she kept talking to me about it. And eventually I was just like, there's no downside to this anymore. So then I said a really cringy line. And I was just like, kiss me if I'm wrong. But 2 + 2 is 5. Dude, it was 3 o'clock in the morning. Leave me alone. Leave me alone. This is bullying. Leave me alone. This is bullying. Okay.
Yes,
Listen, I don't care.
You've told me that part of it before.
I don't care. I don't care how cringy you think it is. I got a kiss. It was nice. It felt nice.
I'm glad. I'm so glad.
And then we slept. That's it. No, none of the rest of it. There's no rest of it. Like certain people are like, oh, you can't say the rest on YouTube. No, legitimately, that was it. And it was great. And then then the next day we drove home. We went to where Colonel Sanders opened up the first KFC. We stopped by there in Kentucky. It was sick. It was really funny. Like, there's a whole ass museum there dedicated to Colonel Sanders. It's got like all
Oh boy.
It's so funny, dude. It's hilarious. It's so good, dude. And there's definitely like an air between me and her that there's more to this, and we still talk like all the time. And she's definitely listening to this. I was texting her before we started recording. She's been watching our stuff anyway. Like, even the other day we were talking and she was like, I watch your stuff, right?
That's
like,
awesome.
And I was like, you what?
Well, yeah.
She's like,
hey, then that's a good chance for me to say hi to you, because Jay's talked a lot about you, and you seem like a cool person from everything I've heard. So like, I wouldn't mind meeting you at some point. By the way, even if you virtually or whatever.
Yeah, we'll figure it out.
Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. I've been pushing
wink,
Jay
nudge,
about
nudge.
this, and Jay hasn't really acted.
Oh god, no! Now she's gonna jump me over. All the stuff that you're saying, she's gonna like also jump me over.
I know.
You're like about to like stab me in the throat. I like my throat.
No, I just wanted to say Jay's an awesome person, and he deserves the best.
So anyhow, after that we on the way home we didn't really do much other than stopping there. Stopped a few times at certain places, and on the way home we ended up like I was in the seat behind her, and we were pretty much holding hands the whole time. It was nice. I enjoyed it a lot. It was nice, but that was a really good trip. We also stopped by Guitar Center on the way home, and I got to play guitar for a while. Dude, the Guitar Center employees are assholes. Fuck those guys. Not all of them.
At that Guitar Center.
At that Guitar Center. Plus, not all of them are. I've been to that Guitar Center, and certain people are so awesome, but this one dude was just being a jerk for no reason. I was like running around like I always do. Dude, I'm like a kid in a candy store when I walk into a Guitar Center, because there's like a million different instruments around. So I pick up everything.
Guitar Center is cool. I like that place. I have not been there a million times, but I've been there a few.
Because I always pick up like every instrument that I can get my hands on. And I started by playing like this song called Lenny by Stevie Ray Vaughan. It's like my favorite love song in the entire world. I've probably talked to Ariah about this song before. I don't know if I have.
I remember you mentioning it.
It's one of my favorite love songs of all time. But I started playing it, and the best thing about Guitar Center is sometimes people around you know the songs you're playing, because I started it and then someone else started playing it with me, and I was like, holy shit, let's go.
That's awesome.
Dude, you know, and I was running around, went to the acoustic guitars, played for a while, played the piano, and my buddy that was with me, the girls went and did something else while we hung out in there. He was just like, dude, you just turn into a different person when you play instruments. And I was just like, I guess. like he said like my like whole like aura changes whenever I start playing certain things, which I thought was interesting. But
I think I agree with that.
But you know, it's just really sweet. Then we went home, and ever since then we talk like every day. And
that's awesome.
And we're planning on seeing each other as soon as we possibly can. And that's probably gonna happen.
You just don't have a car, which is a big deal, right?
It's true, but I'll figure it out.
Yeah.
Mom gets her taxes back soon, so hopefully that means we'll have enough money to where we can fix the car, and then I'll have something to go drive. So
that'd be nice.
That would be really nice.
I hope that all works out for you, because I know you were pretty happy about the trip when we first talked about it.
Mm-hmm.
And you came back, and
I still am. I think that trip was really great. I had such a good time on it, and I'm so excited for all the other trips that I have planned for this summer.
Yeah, I'm so excited.
This summer is gonna be fucking packed for me, dude. I'm supposed to go to Missouri for like a month. I'm supposed to. Month? That's what my mom and my sister want me to do, because because my mom's sister like my aunt, she lives out in Missouri, and she bought a house, or she's in the middle of buying a house, and she wants us to come out there and visit her for a while. She's like very techish, so I'm sure she'll have a setup that I could figure stuff out on. I'm sure I'll be able to figure it out.
Yeah, no, I mean it's okay. Like, you know, even if we have to not record that month, it's not a big deal.
I'm going to be spending a week in Montana with Ariah and a group of people, which is going to be sick.
I'm curious. Yeah, I guess Missouri's pretty far from here too.
Mm-hmm.
Just looking on.
Yeah, every time that I go anywhere that's very far, anywhere that's far away from me, I always see how far away it is from Michigan. Because I'm like, maybe. Excuse me. I really want to come visit Michigan again sometime soon. I miss it up there. I want to like come there and actually be able to like enjoy myself and not have like a freak out.
Yeah.
Where like I can like
as well.
Because once I save up some money, I'd love to come up there.
Yeah,
and, like,
you could just fly up here. You know, I could pick you up from the airport.
That's what I was saying. I could fly up there and we could like hang out in Ann Arbor or something. That'd be sick. I could see my lover, my boyfriend. Oh, that girl probably has no idea what I'm talking about. I've never told her about.
Oh my gosh, you did say lover earlier in this podcast.
Yeah, I did. That probably sounded really sus. I'm sure she's like freaking out. She's like, "What do you mean?" She's gonna like, no. What's gonna happen? She's gonna text me, right? She's gonna be like, "What do you mean, lover?" And I'm like, keep listening.
Keep listening. I'll explain. I promise.
So, anyways,
it's a bit. It's a bit. No, Jay. I'm saying it's a bit so you don't have to. One of our mutual friends, a friend of mine since high school. We've known each other for a long time, but I introduced him to Jay pretty early on because we talked online with a bunch of people.
But if Teo watches this, then I'm gonna have to figure that out.
Wow, I can't believe you're dating two people, or no, you're dating one person or dating one person and have a pact to date another person eventually if you're both single. Hey, Teo's not single either.
Listen, man. When me and Teo are single at the same time, we're going to be a power couple, and no one is going to be able to stop us.
But until then...
I mean, we're still lovers. That's just besides the point. You just can't label it until we're both single, you know?
Teo is the only person that Jay is gay for.
Yeah, for sure. Listen, man, if you saw Teo, you'd think the same thing. You'd be like, damn, okay, I understand.
It's true. I mean...
Dibs, Ariah, dibs. Every time that I talk to Teo, it's instantly like, yo, my lover's here, let's fucking go.
It's true. That's a lot of fun.
Dude, that's so funny that she's not gonna have to wait until right then to hear that. That's so funny.
Yeah.
like to hear that like it's talking about Teo and not like some other girl that I've been talking about. Especially whenever we were talking about the other girl. Oh God, I'm in trouble. I'm in trouble.
I think earlier when you said lover, you mentioned you were like, because you've been hanging out with my lover. Is it like the exact words you said?
I'm in danger.
Gosh.
Oh God. But you know, it's a very interesting situation, especially with how I'm talking about her. I'm gonna get texts like simp. Listen, man, I am not the simp here. Who paid for my entire trip to go? Who literally? Listen, man. I'm not saying that you're a simp, but I'm saying that if there is one simp among us, and it isn't me. Among us? Sus? Sorry. I had to make that very clear.
No, you're good. I'm just happy that you're happy. You know.
Because I'm happy that
you're happy to be who you want to be. Sorry.
That song hurts. Anyhow.
It's a good song.
That song's great. That's my lover's music,
song.
You know. Teo song. I need to show her Teo songs whenever she hears this. That would be really funny. She'd be like,
you should. I bought reading glasses recently.
Yeah, do you need them?
No, but they're like magnifying glasses. They're not like prescription glasses.
So they aren't gonna fuck up your vision from wearing them for a long period of time.
They're just like magnifying glasses, right? So I wear them sometimes when I'm reading, just to like focus more on the reading, because they do make the words bigger, you know. But I don't know. I think I can be cute with glasses.
Yeah, for sure. I mean,
like
I'm sure the Discord. I'm sure you send a picture of that to the Discord, they're all gonna freak out. Like Queen, I post myself, and you know what I get? E-boy. Fucking. I look like they told me I looked like a My Little Pony character. Bro, come on. It is just not.
You're a man. That's the difference.
Yeah. Wow, men just aren't allowed to have anything. This is bullshit. This is why men never get comments in on their posts like, "Oh, you look so good." It's
true. It is the same.
It is literally just straight up bullying.
Yeah.
Plus, I just don't know how to take pictures of myself, so that also doesn't help.
I just wanted to show off what I looked like with the glasses.
I really want to wear. The problem is I want a pair of glasses. Like, I'd love a pair of these that are clear, like a blue light pair of glasses like this. That'd be sick.
Gosh.
That would be so sick. That would make me so happy if I had a pair of those.
Yeah, that's a good point. I would like to get something like that actually.
Because I look better. I look way better in like round glasses.
I've just been a lot happier with my image since I've gotten this haircut. Honestly, like it's just.
Speak for yourself, Ariah. You know who's been wanting a haircut? You know who's been wanting a haircut for the past like 10 years?
Do you know who offered to buy you a haircut?
Adam.
Me.
Oh, you did? Oh.
Yeah.
Oh. That's weird. Anyhow. I think that we've hit all the boxes that we need to hit today.
I do think so. So yeah, let's kind of go over it. So we did the trip. That was the main thing. We talked about kind of what was going on.
Talk about your aphantasia.
The books, the aphantasia thing. Yeah, I think it's a solid podcast episode. Anything that you're looking forward to in the future other than the trips? Like anything else, or you think it's kind of
the show that called Oshinoko has been really great, and I've been enjoying it a lot. It's nice. Great. If you watch anime, then you've already heard of it because it is so fucking big right now. But that shit slaps.
I literally have never heard anybody say its name except for you.
Well, I'm enjoying it so much. It is my
I believe
favorite.
You.
It is so
that
good.
says more about me not being invested in the anime community currently,
dude,
so I don't really know what's new.
Dude, the first episode is an hour long. It's like an hour and a half long. It's so
that's
good.
longer. That's long. Yeah,
it's really long. But
illicitization was like 45 minutes.
But dude, I'm telling you, that hour and a half is worth it because it's like, dude, the first episode is like a prologue, which is insane. I'm telling you.
Oshinoko, you said?
Oshinoko. I'll send you the title.
Oshinoko? Okay, yeah, send me the title. I will watch at least the first episode by the next podcast episode and report back what I think.
Unfortunately, it's in sub, which I know you don't really like.
That's okay.
But
no, I am happy to watch a subtitled anime.
Cool.
And I usually go with dubs because I like multitasking, right?
Yeah, I feel the same way. But
I'm
this is
chill a bit more.
This is something that's worth being invested in. I'm telling you.
Okay, cool.
I've been
I'm really
begging
trying to
people,
train my
other
brain
people
to
to
be
watch
more
this for
focused
so
on it.
long. I've been
Probably
begging
what's gonna
people
happen
for so long.
is I'm not going to watch it in one sitting. Probably what's
fair.
gonna happen is I'm gonna have to break it up.
I could
That's
probably
okay.
rewatch the first episode and tell you where you can take breaks so that you don't like stop in the at like a bad point. If
Yeah,
that
if you
would
want
help.
to. Yeah, you know
if
what?
that would help.
Go for it if you have time and feel like it, but don't feel
Yeah.
obligated to.
No, but the first episode's so good that I don't mind to rewatch it.
Okay.
Yeah, I love that show.
I just don't want you to do that if it's like taking away time that you would be spending on something else. You know?
It's the person who wrote the story. It's like it was a manga first, and it's the same person who wrote Love Is War, which is also one of my favorite anime. It's
yeah,
too
there's
good.
the dance from it that we're doing on the TikTok when we hit 200
That's
followers.
what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying, dude. But the story is just completely fucking different. It's like I'm not gonna spoil you. Don't let anybody. Don't look up anything. Don't look at a synopsis. Just go in blind.
I won't. That's for Oshinoko.
Oshinoko, yeah. No synopsis, no nothing. Just go in blind. Love Is War. You can look up a synopsis, but just go in straight.
I'll check out
blind.
Oshinoko. No promises on anything else yet. But if I like Oshinoko and I'm like, shit, anime is good. You know, because like every time I've like gotten into anime, I've been like, oh yeah, I love this stuff. It's been a minute since I've really watched it. So I'm sure I'll like it. But yeah, I think it's cool. I'll report back. It'll be like a little mini anime like club assignment. You know,
I haven't been that.
I'll watch
hyped.
it. Report back next time.
I hadn't been that hyped for a first episode or like the season of a show in a while because there's only 3 episodes out right now. The 4th comes out tomorrow. Actually, it's Tuesday, right? No, it's Wednesday now.
Oh, really?
Today it comes out. Yeah, today the next episode comes out.
I didn't realize there was only 3 episodes out. That's kind of cool.
That's why I'm so hyped about it, and probably why nobody else is talking about it as much as I am.
Okay, then I'm going to catch up by the next podcast episode if there's only that long left. Are other episodes normal length, or are they all long?
The rest of them are normal length. It was just the first episode. Yeah. They pretty much put the whole first volume of the manga into the first episode.
Cool. I'll catch up with it though. Then because that could be cool to watch together.
Yeah,
it's just like oh my gosh, did you see the new episode yet? And, discussing.
Dude, it makes me so happy. I love watching shows with people. It's the same reason I love watching Ruby with everybody. It's so fun.
Yeah, because a bunch of people in Discord that watch Ruby, and that I do love just having a little like thread in general.
That's what I'm saying. I've been begging people to watch this, man.
Yeah,
let's make
an Oshinoko thread in Discord. Just be like, well, I guess we're doing this.
That's what I'm saying. So I really appreciate that. That would make me really happy. Anyways, I think that's all we have for today. Also, we aren't on Patreon anymore. We're on Buy Me a Coffee. So please go buy us a coffee.
That's true. We are on Buy Me a Coffee. So go to buymeacoffee.com/Ariah and Jay. The and is there. There wasn't an and with Patreon, but I just wanted to put an and in everything because I feel like that
for sure
is easier to remember. So buymeacoffee.com/Ariah and Jay. It's like Patreon. We offer the same thing, like a $1 a month thing, or you can donate. You can donate a $1 or $2 or an amount as a one-time payment if you'd rather just like support us a bit, but not like have the funds to do it reoccurring. But if you do join for $1 a month, you get these episodes early, a whole week early.
It's true.
So this episode goes up on May 4th. May the 4th be with you, I suppose. If you're watching on Buy Me a Coffee. And May 11th if you're watching on YouTube or listening on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, etc.
Go check out Ariah's stream, by the way. I really want people to go and support her. Thank you.
Tomorrow, May 12th, if you're watching this on YouTube, when Tears of the Kingdom launches at 12 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time, I'm going to be streaming my initial thoughts and initial reactions to the beginning of Tears of the Kingdom, and I'm very excited about it.
She's one of the biggest Zelda fans that there is, so if you want to watch anybody play it, it's going to be Ariah.
Yeah, I mean, like, there's people out there who, like, have Breath of the Wild memorized and, like, can look at a shot from a trailer of Tears of the Kingdom and be like, oh, look, that's here in the game, and I certainly couldn't do that. But I've beaten Breath of the Wild. I haven't 100%ed it, but I've done a lot in it. And I've... I like Zelda a lot, so it'll be cool. I'm very excited for it.
Please go watch that. That would make me very happy to see.
Yeah.
I want at least
maybe I'll even edit it to a VOD
there.
and post it on the channel because it's like kind of like a cool little thing. Like
sure,
unclear. It might be on my own channel. We'll see.
Well,
if
make
I
a
thought about
community
it, but-
post what you do with the VOD. Like, just
Yes,
tell people.
I'm definitely gonna
do
make a community post when I start streaming, and I'm definitely gonna at least make a community post linking to the edited video if I do edit it on another channel.
Hell yeah, because it's gonna be that's sick. All right.
Yeah, because
I think we said everything that we need to. Should we do questions of the day on the podcast too, or just leave that to the main channel?
That's 2 questions a day on the podcast, and the reason is because since the last time we did this, Spotify actually has a new feature for podcasts.
It does?
Where they can answer the questions of the day on Spotify.
Yo!
Yeah, here, let me show you. This is super cool.
I've not seen that before. That's so sick.
Yeah, let me go to our podcast, right? So you can have a question per podcast, and the default is what did you think about this episode, which is what I put in there for, I don't know if it's gonna... What do you think of this episode? Which is what I put in there for all of the episodes since we didn't ask anything in them. So you can see that, and you can say reply, and you could write something in there, right? You can comment on the episode, and you can see that on your Spotify. But I can change that question. I can make the question whatever I want it to be. So if we give a question of the day, I can easily just put that in for this episode, which is really cool.
Okay, so question of the day, I gotta think. If you are to wear a hat, what kind of hat are you gonna wear? Like, is it gonna be a baseball cap, fedora, fucking. I know a lot of people who like. What are those things called? The kind of hats.
I wear kind of a beanie sometimes because
it's bucket hats that I was thinking about. Yeah.
Bucket hats. Interesting. Yeah, because I just find beanies like they're nice and keep you warm, cover your ears during the winter. I don't really wear hats during the summer. That could change. I don't know. Maybe I'll find a hat I like and just start wearing a hat. Like, I'm not against it. I just have.
The only hat that I wear on a
beanies
consistent basis is this one that my buddy Jesus made for me a few months, like in January. So I wear that all the time. That's the only hat that I really wear. It's like pretty much like the dad cap kind of style. Anyways, I think that's all except I need to run the outro.
So feel free to comment down below if you're on YouTube what your thoughts are on that, like what hat you wear. And
if you're on Spotify, then it'd be really cool to get
do that as well.
some answers.
I'm not sure if other platforms have a similar feature, but I imagine they might at some point. If you are on another
leave us
platform,
a 5-star review.
Feel free to give us a comment on you can review on Apple Podcasts. I'm not sure if that's for
and
each
your
episode
review either
or
way
for
we'll
the whole
figure it out.
podcast. But if you're on a platform that doesn't support the Q&A thing, just go ahead and come over to YouTube. And if you have an account, and just
then rewatch the
podcast
whenever you go through.
I mean, sure, if you have time, but like you could also
leave
it on the background, like
that's
use
what
the
I'm
tab.
saying. It's good for our algorithm. I'm telling you.
Yeah, it's
I'm
great
here
for
to
the
get rich and
algorithm. Like,
famous.
I would love it if you did do that.
We're here.
We're
here to get rich and famous.
Even if you just give us that view from clicking on it and don't actually give us any watch time, it's still the comments worth it to me. Like, I'd like to hear your thoughts. So please do if you can.
Thank you all so much. I think that's everything. Am I good for an outro?
I think so. Yeah.
Thank you so much. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed it, please leave a like. That'd be greatly appreciated. Comment down below. Or listening. Thank you
you're
to
giving
anybody who's
your
here.
YouTube outro, which is not applicable for our podcast.
How do I do an outro here? Leave us 5-star reviews on whatever platform you're on, or a like if you're on YouTube. Right. That's what you should do. Subscribe to the YouTube channel
or follow our podcast
or follow whatever you want to do. Whatever platform you're on, please leave us a follow. Whatever, we would sincerely appreciate it. Thank you so much for being here.
And you can just get this in your feed when a new one comes out on Spotify and YouTube, wherever you're at, which is great.
If you made it this far, it means that you like listening to us talk, or you're that girl that I'm talking about. You're afraid I'm going to say something. Okay, so. Anyhow, join our Discord. We have some really cool people there. That girl, if you want to meet Ariah or something, join the Discord. Fuck it, why not? You have a Discord. I know you do.
Join the Discord. Come on, that'd be so cool. You don't even have to say who it is, like publicly.
Yeah,
exactly. You don't have to announce yourself as that person publicly. At least not right away. And then
it'd be really funny. What else is there? Fuck. I'm struggling so hard. Follow the Twitter because Elon Musk hasn't burnt that thing to the ground like we all expected him to. Even though he is trying his damnedest.
He is trying. That's true.
He's damnedest. We have to do the opposite on this channel. Check out our main channel if you want to see some games. Like we have Danganronpa, Homestuck,
those are the two main. No.
Ocarina of Time. We have so many things.
Yeah, we're playing Ocarina of Time currently, as well as Hive Swap Friend Sim in the Homestuck series. But we have a few backlogs. We've been doing the Shizo Mythos series. We've got 3 games done in.
We have so many things.
Club a while ago. We did Deltarune chapters 1 and 2.
Doki Doki. Yeah, literally check out whatever. There's going to be something there that you'll like.
Yeah, it's pretty cool, and we're only expanding our catalog as time goes on. So
Yeah,
if you're watching this in the
so-
future, check
And
us out.
you can
Maybe there's
always
more stuff we don't
suggest
test.
something up for us to play. You know, just go to our
It's true.
Discord.
Yeah, we do have
and
a
suggestions
document
tab.
on that channel.
have a suggestions
What's new in Ariah Jay that has a bunch of ideas. And if you don't see a series on there that you want us to check out, you can go suggest it to us, and we'll look into it. And we promise we'll at least
exactly.
look into it and consider it. There's no guarantees that we can do anything, but like
Definitely, but it's always.
we've gotten some good suggestions. So feel
Yeah,
free to leave it.
definitely. Yeah, we'll at least put it in the maybe column.
Yeah, exactly.
So what else do we have? We have our Instagram, where I've definitely posted something by now, and Ariah needs to post something. Ariah, you need to send me the password or whatever I need to get into the.
We'll do that.
Ariah
We'll do it
Jay
right after we
Instagram.
finish recording. I'll
Okay.
get you into Instagram.
Sweet. I'll probably post a picture from that trip.
Cool.
I hope that you guys. I think that's everything. Go to the Reddit. I'd like to see memes there.
We
at
have a
some point.
subreddit. Did we have a subreddit last time? I don't think we had a subreddit last time.
I don't think we definitely didn't because we made that for a bit.
Reddit.com/r/Ariah and Jay. Nobody's posted there yet. I've checked, like just in case. Nobody's
I
posted
really
there
hope,
yet.
dude. Somebody please, dude. If you have like fan art, whatever, rather than posting it to our Twitter, you can put it on our Twitter and our subreddit. Put it everywhere. Leave it
That's a good
everywhere,
point.
please.
Yeah,
we appreciate it, dude.
No,
the one time that we saw fan art was fucking nuts.
Yeah, that was fucking great. I loved it. And it's still
Oh,
there.
it's
We
just
retweeted it
cherubs.
on Twitter.
Yeah.
You can probably
Yeah,
scroll down
it's-
and find it.
Yeah, definitely.
It's got my old name in it, but whatever. I mean, so do
I
our
think
old
that's-
videos.
Yeah, exactly. I think that's everything we have for now. Is there anything else I'm missing out on, Ariah?
I think that's it.
Check out Ariah's stream on Twitch tomorrow. Thank you so much. We'll see you in the next one.
Twitch.tv/AriahKS. Love y'all.
Bye.
Bye.